This is the opposite of that. Starbucks has responded after a tweet went viral about an incredibly complicated Starbucks order. And you know what, Will? I got a lot of I'm pent up on this one.
Why?
So, something, this is one of those jumbo jet moments. I'm going to get out the way. I'm going to let you tackle this one first. Because I don't want to color it. I don't want to just hit it as hard as I'm about to hit it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Up to bat, the pitch is coming in. It's too obvious. So I want to see, maybe you have something different than I do. Maybe it's gonna change my approach.
Yeah, I read this story, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Based on Starbucks' response, which is like, hey, the customer is right. We've always pride ourselves in making custom drinks. So let them do what they want. And the barista should, cooperate. I don't know if I agree with that, because there's just going to be times where people are just going to troll and just get this outrageous drink. And then I don't know. I don't think that's really fair. But I don't have a conclusion on this one. I really don't know.
So for me, when I saw the reply from Starbucks, it was a component that I hadn't considered really. When I saw the tweet, I thought to myself, you know what? Of course. Yeah, of course people do this crazy stuff. I know your order in this case is insane. I mean, this person has, 20 line items. I should just inform people of what the order was that went viral on Twitter. It's a picture from a Starbucks employee that says, what was the caption? We got to get the right caption. It is a key, is very important. On this episode of Why I Want to Quit My Job. See, that is a key piece to me. Never mind the order, but I'll get back to that in a moment. So the order is about 20 line items for a person named Edward. It is a venti caramel crunch frappuccino, 5 banana. I don't know what that means. Do they even have bananas at Starbucks? I don't know what that means.
Is it like flavoring?
But usually it would say pump if it was a liquid flavoring. Anyway, 5 banana, extra caramel drizzle, extra whip, extra ice, extra cinnamon topping, 7 pumps, add dark caramel sauce, extra caramel crunch. Each one of these is an individual line. 1 pump honey blend, extra salted something, 5 pumps frap rest cough, 7 add frap chips, heavy cream, double blended. Each one of those is a line of an instruction of how to make, and this came via mobile order. Mm-hmm. All right, so it's nuts. However, it did not surprise me one bit. You give people this level of control, particularly you give them an app.
Yeah.
And an app is intuitive and has a fun interface, and they're like, deep, 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 1155.
Yeah.
But it started a chain of events where each barista was one-upping each other, and they would say, I raise you this, and here's one with 30 line items, sugar, milk, heavy cream, extra whip, stevia, cold foam. It's definitely not completely uncommon. Mm-hmm. People are doing crazy stuff on their Starbucks order.
Yeah.
And you give human beings opportunity. You give them some level of control. You give human beings the ability to tell another human being what to do. Yeah. You give them the option. They will take it and run with it. They will go to the extent. Somebody will. I'm not saying everybody.
Yeah. Most people will just, chill.
But this is what got me about the whole thing. When I saw it, I thought, yeah, of course. But what didn't really cross my mind is how upset Starbucks would be about the trend, about the trending topic. It didn't cross my mind. I was like, okay, we can all be honest. This is a bit obscene. But at the same time, it reminds you that Starbucks is the only one that's going to do it for you. But then I looked at the caption again after seeing the reply from Starbucks. And when the caption said on this episode of Why I Want to Quit My Job Today, on today's episode of Why I Want to Quit My... And then I thought to myself, okay, Starbucks probably doesn't like that. Because that implies that people aren't enjoying working there. It implies that people aren't enjoying making these things. Mm-hmm. It's not as simple as check out this wild order. It's this is what my day consists of on a frequent basis, and I don't like it.
It's a negative connotation to Starbucks.
And so I'm Starbucks, and I see this huge attention that goes to the tweet with that caption, and I come out and make a statement, and their statement is defensive. They're saying, look, we love making these drinks. Don't let that confuse you about the fact that this irritates us, because it doesn't irritate us, the corporation. It definitely irritates the individual, but they can't possibly get behind that, because where do you draw the line? If you're Starbucks, what do you say? You get 4 modifications, 6, 10, what?
But also, how often do these orders come in? Like these ridiculous orders. Right?
They've done the math. I bet you Starbucks has run the numbers. And they would say, look, for each one of these, we have 50 normal ones. And we're prepared, in order to represent a particular image, we're prepared to take that on. Now, granted, this thing goes viral and everybody wants to jump on the troll bandwagon, as you suggested. It could throw a real wrench in the operation. If you're taking a drink that has 3 or 4 steps to it and you make it a 20-step thing, and it's a busy Starbucks, you can really slow things down for customers.
Right.
So they may have to reevaluate at some point. But it's just it's my own problem, because I look at these things and I can't just have a laugh at it. I have to think to myself, okay, I'm sitting in the Starbucks office and I got to figure out how I'm going to play this.
Sure.
I figure out, am I going to put a reply or not put, because they could have just let it go down. They could have let it vanish. But they wanted to be clear, this is a differentiator for us, and it is. No matter who's complaining, no matter what these tweets say, ain't no other shop going to deal with you with that list.
Yeah.
And they're standing there, and they're actually standing up straight saying, yeah, we know it's crazy, and we're the only ones who's going to do it for you.
They doubled down.
So they took it as a point of pride. Now, the individual hates it, the corporation not so much. However, as a human, strictly human speaking, taking myself out of the shoes of having a corporate damage control, this is insane. Somebody needs to tell these people need some serious help. You're just, you're it's so specific, Will. It's so specific and comprehensive, these lists that they're doing.
Yeah.
And you are asking a single individual to do it, because it's when you send a drink through, it's one person that's going to be making it.
Yeah.
And
I want to meet this person, see what they're like.
You know what?
The person who ordered the drink.
You know what I think it is, Will?
It could very well be like a troll.
You know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I think if you confront this person, now, I don't know, I could be wrong, and it's not going to be the same for everyone. I think if you confront this person, they're not going to defend it. I think if you confront this, they're going to
like,
be,
oh, yeah, I know it's a bit too much, but I want to have fun at
It's
Starbucks.
crazy. I know it's crazy. I'm crazy. Yeah. I'm crazy like that.
Yeah.
You know, I have this experience on social media. If you ever reply to somebody as being super harsh, and you just say to them, hey, why are you being so harsh?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, sorry about that.
He replied.
Yeah, it happens, man. Yeah. And you're like, there's a certain gamification of things where they're almost playing, they could be playing the Starbucks app like a game. Tick, 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 like how they're playing their Robinhood app.
Sure.
Or their crypto, or their Coinbase. Like, dee, 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 dee. I'm bored, dee, 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 dee. If you're busy, you ain't doing that if you're busy. Yeah. If you're doing something and it's productive and you're doing something, you're not doing that.
I agree.
How long does that take to just type all that out, or to check every?
Sure, yeah. It's like it's missing my 2 pumps of cinnamon sugar. I don't taste it in my concoction here. Yeah.
Hey, man. Something for everyone else. I mean, you want to play the Starbucks app instead of the rest of your life? I guess. What can I say? How can I say it was important? And I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe it's the highlight of your week. You save up all week.
Yeah, why not?
For your wacky, wild venti, 2 pump, 5 pump, 6 banana. That one has 12 banana. That one has 12. I don't even know what the banana thing is. Now it has 12 banana. You know what this like? This like when a little kid pours everything into the container.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, it's so good. Then they take one sip and they're like, ugh.
Like, yuck.
Like, wouldn't it be amazing if you just put one of everything in?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I'm not doing that. If you're looking for my take, I am not doing that. In fact, I am fairly anti-modification on this particular order in general. Mm-hmm. It's going to, I think, what do you think is the right amount of mods? How many mods before you're overboard? What do you think? Like 2 mods, 3 mods?
Can it be like bubble tea where it's just like, I don't know, 3 or 4 and then that's it?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
That's it.
Yeah, I like 3 or 4. We solved it.